This is us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Hikaru and Marshal Katalo await you within.
The coal route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaru's throne. And Ether.
Outlander, the chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne. Speak to the chief when you're ready.
This must lead to the arena. It's another part of the ruins, turned into a fighting ring. This could be useful.
citadel. Yes, Scorpion Squad secured the weapon.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heel. Literally.
Kotallo helped.
Yes. Tekote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Kotallo.
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regala means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
You will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief, where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
If it comes to that, the defenses will hold.
The grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the 10. Their deeds commemorated for eternity.
Sacrifice?
The visions tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the cool route where they fell.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Dekka at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders. Strike true as the 10. I'll see you when this is done.
My strength is yours.
It's your hand that made this happen, Outlander.
Let the Challenger's blade speak for them.
This will be a head... I can feel Sky Clan
This cool
stand
room
tall
will
after
honor
this.
the fallen marshals and ordain new ones.
No lowlander is going to earn this right.
Do you have ceremonies?
Do you
like
stand
this?
with us, Outlander?
Will the Sky Clan stand tall after
That
this?
lowlander contestant has already passed their
Soldier wants
best.
to prove themselves.
This will be a
They
test.
should do it in the
Regala will come for the
New
chief.
marshals?
Only question
New
is
strength.
when.
We will weather Regala's storm. We have no other
lowlander
choice.
is going to earn this right.
The Tenakth must be united under one leader, Hekarro. May your blade be bright.
Plain song, honor.
You must have many tales from the hunting grounds.
There's Dakota.
Spear and bow.
This thugs
You'll
of
need
course.
skill with both if you go to the hunting grounds.
What an honor.
Guess Dakota fixed his ego before coming here.
Easterner.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you.
If Hekarro is to lead the tribe, he must prove that in battle today.
May your armor hold true.
Honor and strength.
I share your enemies.
Any soldier of worth has sharpened their skills at the hunting grounds.
I
Show
could not
some
pass all the
respect,
trials at the
Outlander.
hunting grounds, but perhaps you can.
What is that
Blade be
jumping
bright.
supposed to achieve?
Be guided by the Ten.
Honor in every.
Any soldier of worth has sharpened their skills at the hunting grounds. You see that move there?
Here I come!
Why would she do that?
In the name of the Ten, blood spilled in battle puts honor in our veins.
Okay. Hekarro's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
The Gallagher will be better, but we must hold. And look, we are not alone in this fight. Focus on the machines. Take them down, and Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regala may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did and seize your glory.
Hold them back! Defend the cool route!
I don't know. Hold the defenses! Go! Hopefully the Tenor can fire a few shots from that ballista.
Before thought.
Regala went after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get to them. Should glide in.
Champion, get to the chief!
Get to the chief! Help the chief!
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hekarro will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
This is it. Aether's below. There. That console. Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Aether's subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the Ten are now clear to us. All of the visions are changing, and this one just arrived.
The marshals are securing the arena.
Aloy, here. Let's talk. The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Varl, There's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
On it.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia.
Hear now the words that reunited a people.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines.
Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
Good day.
Or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness.
The final battle with Regala approaches.
Leave everything behind except what you need for the fight.
That little
Now's your time to go out.
fighting people.
Is that playback device working properly?
Yes. Thank you for helping to fix it.
The locator beacon on the recordings has led me to others, but the signal doesn't always travel very far.
You're lucky that the old ones speak to you. I wish I could hear their call.
Will the new voices I brought help you?
I don't know much about this other great battle you said these recordings are from. So anything I can learn helps me understand how these warriors fought.
I have more voices for you to preserve.
You honor the fallen. There is so much we still have to learn about this war. Every voice you bring helps me to understand more.
I'll let you know if I find more voices.
This is Transport 95 Yankee. We are switching to the new bearing. Down there, in the city. It can't be. Projections put them 200 miles out. Well, they're here now. Quickly, bring us around them. We have this.
I have bad intelligence. The enemy were just too swift.
Let the machines fall, and marshals rise.
I think that Nora would defeat all of these challengers.
Walk with strength.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
You think any of them are worthy marshals?
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. the grid of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
The desert
JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover.
The guard is ready, Aloy. We'll hold Regala's army on this side.
Discover.
I'll join you then.
Aloy.
Out in the field
A
or
word,
relaxing
if you
at
will?
base, Joint Task Force 10 acted as one. Led by Colonel Edward De La Hoya, their
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your...
We'll just have to remember...
But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. My grandson, Cavo. Which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken...
No. Like many young soldiers who see... I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, unless you'd be willing to join. I know it is much to ask, but Cavo is the last...
What made Cavo join Regala?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to...
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it...
Yes. Care only about the glory they think they'll earn by... As for Cavo... It was probably a bit of both. Nothing I said.
You said Cavo...
Yes. Before Chief Hikaru, the clan... Every skirmish claimed another come. One by one, I buried my children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Cavo from...
If Cavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hikaru let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. So if Cavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Cavo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will. I just have to find him before it's too late.
I'll help you find your grandson.
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's out. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own.
So we'll start at the outpost. Free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where...
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest, south. We'll make our way to the outpost. Until then...
Okay, but you should know that I got some news. Good day. Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy. Talk yourself up all you want.
You must have faced a lot of machines on your travels. Thought of showing off your skills in the hunting ground trials?
May your armor hold true.
There she is. We should ask her. The tribe has asked so much of her.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback. I already have enough bristleback tusks on me.
You are the tip of the spear that shall finish Regala.
So she's okay.
Traitor.
Your spear shall lead us.
With your blade amongst us?
My strength is yours.
I heard your brother was a mark from the pitmaster.
Yeah, you won't shut up about it.
One mark.
He thinks he's
I
good
could be a
enough to
marshal.
challenge the
Just got others.
Let this battle be fought. Let the
More if you
I've
want.
heard of you. Outlander. Your exploits must be try.
We won't let Regala take the grove. Honor and strength.
Next time we seal a proper trade.
You swing like a Hikaru at the harbor.
Took down a ravager the last time I was out in the wild. It's cannon. I picked it up right as the machine lunged at me. Never felt so alive.
First full strike. User hit the tree. How goes the
You're on.
That paint is popular indeed.
I heard you got some fresh ink. What'd you do?
Took down a ravager the last time I was out in the wild. Shot both the cannon. I picked it up right as the machine lunged
Her
at me.
blade be bright.
Never felt so alive.
Mark Willard.
You'll need supplies for your next journey.
I heard from our scouts.
Where do they do this?
If Regala wants a fight, she'll get... That one here. For everything that happened, I feel like I need to do more. For the clan, I'll join too then.
Maybe if I move this piece... I lost. Again. How? I had a Thunderjaw on there.
The strength of your pieces doesn't matter if you don't know how to use them. Even the weakest machine can get you a win if your strategy is sound.
It looks like you know how to play this game well.
Of course she does. You're talking to the best strike player in the clan lands.
How about we play a few games then? Maybe you can teach me a thing or two.
I don't teach Outlanders. But you did help the tribe. Let's say I'll play you, if you can beat my student here on all his boards.
Why do I have to... Fine.
You have a difficult task ahead. If you need any pieces, I've got some to trade.
Settles it then.
We'll play some other time then.
So the machines the rebels command. How do they...
Guess you need time to think about it.
Could you imagine what it feels like? Charging at an enemy blade in hand?
Let every blade win honor today. Would it not do that?
I feel like playing some Strike, Outlander?
I know where my loyalty's not, but you've got to admit it's an impressive feat.
Regala will strike soon. And we'll be ready.
You've come this far. We will stand by you.
So the machines the rebels command, how do they do it?
If Regala wants a fight, she'll get one here.
I've been practicing Strike since you left.
Regala take the throne.
Not challenge me.
Shot could do a lot of damage.
Walk in honor.
Honor and strength.
Honor and strength. Walking strength.
There's a flight recorder nearby. I could add it to the collection at the Grove. Hot as an Oseram forge, as Erend would say.
Requesting status update. Flight 41, you need to adjust your course to avoid the swarm. Can you respond? Over. Flight 41, please acknowledge. My sensors are showing their cabins depressurized. I think the crew's gone and they're on autopilot. Flight 41's a ghost flight.
Whatever happened to the people on that plane? They weren't there to respond. My focus has detected another flight recorder. It's gonna leave a mark.
You came. Good. Aloy, the outpost is just over there. Are you ready?
The rebels aren't going to give up without a fight.
Then we'll have to give them one. The bloodshed won't end until Regalla is defeated. What matters is their prisoner Nakala. Maybe she knows where Kavo's squad went.
Okay, let's head in then. I was told I'd find one here. I should take out the leader.
I'll rest here until you return. Come, Aloy. Back to the task at hand.
Could be useful if I time it right.
I'll wait here.
Give me the latest. I'll gut any end.
Regala will lead us to victory.
We strike together!
Well, now they're alert.
And we have a man down.
Stop them! She's in retreat!
my blade. I'm ready for you.
Stop there.
like me now!
Here's our intruder! I'm with you, Aloy!
That's all of them.
Our scouts said they saw Nakala tied up at a wood post.
Let's look around. This'll be in my stash when I need it.
There. That's the post.
Oh, no Nakala, obviously. But maybe the rebels moved her. I can look for tracks. There. Tracks leading away from the post.
Where do they go? I'll wait here.
Tags from dead soldiers. Dooku will want these. Making good use of this.
I'll rest here until you return. Come, Aloy. Back to the task at hand.
There's rope. Just enough to bind someone. Blood. From the rebels or Nakala?
Dead end.
No. I think there's something under that wood.
Take my hand, Nikala. Steady now.
Where am I? Chaplain? Is that you? And with an Outlander.
Whoa. How'd you end up down there?
Rebels had me strung up. They thought I'd give up intel about lowland squad movements by letting me bake in the sun. Managed to slip my bonds and make a run for it. They made me pay for that. Last thing I remember was a crack on the head and the taste of dirt. How'd you end up here?
We're looking for Cavo. His squad was last spotted leaving this outpost.
Yeah, he was here. It was his squad that attacked us on the road. My comrades got away, but I was taken. Cavo tied me to the post himself. If you're looking for him, Chaplain, I'm afraid you'll only find a dead end. His loyalties are clear.
Do you know where his squad went?
I overheard them mention Fall's Edge.
Then we'll pick the search up from there. I'll go ahead and meet you at Fall's Edge, southwest of here.
Dekka, if Cavo attacked her squad?
No! He's not lost to us yet. We have to find him and turn him from this path.
Okay. I'll see you there. What about you? That wound needs to be looked at.
It'll scar. I just need to rest a bit, then I'll report into the Grove. I'm telling you, Bloodhair. The chaplain might not want to hear it, but her grandson is a traitor.
I guess we'll see about that.
No, don't worry about me. I'll report into the Grove.
Kala said. Gonna have to take it down. Give it a rest first till I get my stamina back. Could hit it with acid. Time to salvage that sinew. I'll put these in my pack. There. I should get back to Kala. Hand over the parts.
let this battle be fought. Let the war be won.
There's no need for
Find the
that.
parts we need. You are the tip of the spear that shall finish Regala.
That's great. We pass it over the borders.
I've got the parts you need for the ballista.
Excellent. We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange a challenge for you.
And any medals you win from fighting, you can exchange with me for some of the tribe's very best equipment. Not just from the arena, but also medals won at hunting grounds. After upgrading your gear, I think you'll come to favor me over Kala.
I'm here to help train our squads. It's not a popularity contest.
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then. Come talk to me if you win, or if you have soldiers' tags to turn in.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena now, we can set it up in no time.
I'll give it a shot.
Good. We'll reopen. Never a dull moment when you're in the arena, champion.
I could do that.
Medals are given to the best of our hunters. So is our best gear. Aloy, need to turn in some tags or trade some medals? Maybe you won some from hunting grounds. Or the arena.
I found some of the tags you meant.
Good. The squad made some families of the... Here, but don't let your guard down. There are still...
Oh, sorry.
No problem. Good luck on the hunt.
Well, I get
safe trap.
Word from the north is that the Outlander and Marshal Apollo brought on the war with a single cannon.
Where do they even get such weapons?
Show me your medals, champion, and I'll show you the best gear in the Clanlands.
One of them on, actually.
Right. I'm sure that.
Your spear shall lead us. Your spear shall lead us.
How many do you have?
Too many to count.
Blood and steel shall mix today.
Today we will bear winter bottom.
I'm so cold.
I see you, champion. Sit. Choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, Tanakh or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
rush of air.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the zeniths.
Can't wait.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, not much luck there, but I did find out about these like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Catalo's a broody fella. You do know the cards just say these Tanakh drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I see you've got strikes up.
Really? We can play another time.
I better get going.
All right.
Aloy, you found another one.
2 down, 1 to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Have you met Catalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that.
Yeah?
How are things going around?
Hey, you tell me.
So I hear.
I made one about how does anyone...
From the look?
Yeah.
Just... I should go.
Yeah, come back.
That looks like one of the Utaru's land gods. Like the one we killed in the sacred cave. I'm not sure I'll ever fully understand, but... seeing something that represents life and prosperity turned into a weapon couldn't have been easy for Zoe. Tanakh equipment. Katala must have moved his stuff in.
So that's where the rebels chose to take a stand. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so as I grew older, I came to be known as Tekote. Took a special interest. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan?
I was sent to the Kulrut, but back then I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him. I was too blind to see the fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus. It will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Must be strange, seeing everything through a Focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Anything else you've been looking at with that Focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross. I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
I should get going.
Back to my training, then.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later. It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me. Even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me. Or Elizabeth, for that matter. Is this a piece from the bulwark? Katalo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Tekote in his place.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered Ether.
There we go. More data for the dome.
I like this one.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
How's Katalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum, a memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
Speak your mind.
I need to go.
To your mission.
When I met Hikaru, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. If Shaw was right, Hikaru wants peace. It won't be easy. But with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup. Like the card shape. Why? That beats me.
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her. I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. I wonder where this leads. Cells? Huh. did it?
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Huh. Yeah, I guess it was. I better keep this down here.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
It's you.
Hey, I'm
fine.
And look, about her,
Forget it.
So have you been able to make use of...
I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus, and? It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... It's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling. I didn't expect that from an...
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming.
I know. Emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. That's...
good.
is this door locked now?
Beta requested the use of that room as her personal space. I have locked it at her request.
Okay.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. Hey, Aloy. It's everything.
Yeah, everything's...
Well, okay.
It seems like you're getting a hang of...
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I can make sense. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest. Only they let machines serve the stuff. In bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use it. Besides, there is nothing... That's what my sister always said.
Maybe another time. I should get...
Back to reading, I guess.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zenith. The same ones that left for Sirius.
To live on for so long.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda, the Beta?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. You feel it?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself, and yet they have no trouble treating...
Another reason we have to stop them. You brought up Rost before. He was all I had. And when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse out, he sacrificed himself so I could... But that seems like ages ago. What I'm doing now... The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived, it hurts. And I just need to... You can't ignore it forever. Memories always...
I know.
Fair enough.
Did Katalo find his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the...
He's not much of a...
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here.
Aloy.
Hey.
I am well. Varl told me Beta's having a hard time. I wish there was something
I'm not...
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life, and I've never heard of any. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from. Like you've done here. Maybe one day, more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we...
That sounds... Is there anything I can help with? Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for...
I like to think so.
I was wondering... What do you...
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but...
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. But she could be pretty...
I see. That I feel silly not being able to ask...
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
I've got something to tell you.
I can grab this from my stash later.
I hear that Oseram caravan down south is settling in nicely in our territory, bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind. Maybe I should check up on Porter from his crew. See what they're up to. Clouds are spent.
Honor and strength.
Rain's done.